The first thing you'll need to do is open the box and construct the pieces. Take out the large strip of cardboard with all the small pieces and pop them out. Now you'll need to put together your player pieces. These are also called your activists. After you pop your activists out, fold them in half. Then slip each one into one of the small black pedestals. Now put the game board on the table, but make sure it's flipped over to the side that says Rise Up, Simplified Play. Each place on the board has a track for system and movement power. Place the system power on the board first. These are the tokens with the red X's. Put them on the 1 on each system track. Now place the movement power on the board, the blue stars. Put them on the 0 on each movement track. This is what your board should look like. Each player now takes an activist and puts their piece on one of the red X spaces on the board. It doesn't matter which place a player chooses to start, but everyone must start on a different place. Shuffle the system deck thoroughly and place it on one side of the board. Then shuffle the movement deck thoroughly and place it on the other side of the board. We won't use the skill deck for the simplified version, so leave it in the box. Every player is also given a player sheet and places it directly in front of them, making sure that it is flipped over to the side that says Rise Up, Simplified Player Sheet. Each player then takes a supporter token, the one with the purple hand, and places it on the 3 on the track, indicating how much support they have. Finally, every player takes one movement card and puts it into their hand. Players may show each other the cards that are in their hands throughout the game. In Rise Up, everyone wins or loses together. Everybody's on the same team, the side of the movement. Everyone wins if their movement scores 3 victories on the different places throughout the board. Everyone loses if the system scores 3 victories on the board. Everyone also loses if any player goes to 0 supporters. The board has 10 places, and each place has a track showing each side's power. During the game, cards you play and places you land on will add or subtract power from the sides in various places. When a side gains or loses power in a place, move its power marker up or down to show this change. Power markers cannot move below the 0 or above the 4. If a side reaches 4 power in a place, it scores a victory there. To show this, flip its power marker to its side that says Victory. From now on, neither side can gain or lose power in that place. On your turn, you must first roll the die, and then move your activist forward that many spaces. Move in the direction of the arrows. If your activist lands on the same space as another activist, just move your activist forward 1 extra space. Then follow the instructions for the space that you land on. A +1 system adds 1 system power to your current place. A +2 system adds 2 system power to your current place. A red X means you must draw a system card and follow its instructions. A -1 supporter means every player, including you, loses 1 supporter. All of these other movement icons are good spaces that can help you. We'll come back to them shortly. Finally, you may do one, and only one, action of your choice. Organize, educate, or agitate. Let's go over each of these. Organize means you may gain 1 supporter. Educate means you may draw 1 movement card. Agitate means you may play 1 movement card from your hand. After you take your one action, it's the next player's turn. You can also never have more than 4 movement cards or 6 supporters. If you had gained beyond that number, just don't gain anymore. Now let's go over how movement cards work. These cards let you take on the system, build your movement, and help your fellow players. To play a movement card, you must first reduce your supporters by the number written in the card's top left corner. Then, you may use any or all of the card's effects that are indicated by the symbols at the bottom of the card. A red X means you may subtract system power from your activist's current place. A purple hand means every player, including you, gains supporters. A blue star means you add movement power to your current place. The blue card symbol means every player, including you, draws movement cards. Finally, the reroll symbol is special. You can play it even if it's not your turn. When a player rolls a die, you can play this card to re-roll the die if you don't like the results. Each card also has a movement symbol on it, such as the flag or the megaphone. If you land on a space with the same symbol as a card you have, you may choose to play that card without losing any supporters. This counts as your one action for your turn. Storytelling is also an important part of Rise Up. So before you begin, decide as a group what kind of movement you're building. It can be serious or silly. Once you decide, you're ready to start playing. Just choose who to go first.